Shabab, okay, this is week 6, and this is about connecting to the WAN, okay? Connecting networks to the, have you seen now the slides are different? These are from Cisco curriculum, okay? From Net Academy. So in this chapter, we'll cover the introduction into WAN technologies. What we have covered last time from the book, now we will cover from this. So you need to know both, okay? Which is good, yani. We know how they are doing, how they are explaining these topics, okay? Why we need a WAN? Because if I want to go beyond my LAN, I have to go through WAN. LAN is only for small geographical area. It is used to interconnect the enterprise LAN to the remote LANs in branch sites, and also if you have a telecommuter site, and if you are a bank, you have a branch. If you have an employee traveling all the time, he wants to connect to the internet, he will need WAN connection. Organization must pay a fee to use the provider services to connect sites, okay? WANs in the OSI model is conducted by two layers, physical layer and data link. What are the services in data link? You have to know them, please. HDLC, PPP, frame relay, Ethernet, MPLS, VSAT, broadband. VSAT عارفين شو هو الVSAT؟ satellite. Physical اللي هو electrical, mechanical, operational connections. Good. Circuit switching, we have already covered. There are two technologies. Remember, circuit switching and packet switching. Circuit switching, the two most type of circuit switched WAN technologies are PSTN. PSTN هي public switched telephone network. هاي اللي كانت مشهورة أول. And the integrated services digital network, ISDN. Okay. Packet switching, as your colleague said, this is more efficient. Okay. Split traffic data into packets that are routed over a shared network. They allow many pairs of nodes to communicate over the same channel. Not dedicated circuit for each connection. No. Okay, now please look at this slide. This is also good summary of what we remember, those columns, the colored columns in the book chapter. This is good summary Cisco way. Look here. One axis we have WAN, private or public. For private we have switched and we have dedicated. Okay. A switch, for example, we have circuit switched and we have packet switched. For dedicated اللي هو lease line. Lease line يعني you lease a line dedicated for you from the telecom company and you pay for it. Okay, oil companies, they do that. Okay, gas and oil, military, or even military, they have their own cables, by the way. And then we have example of lease line T1, E1, T1 in the US, E1 Europe, T1 in US and Japan, by the way. E1 is in Europe. T3 is faster than T1, of course. For for switched, we have circuit switched and we have packet switched. Packet switch is here the new technologies. We have MPLS, we have Metro Ethernet, frame relay, and ATM. For circuit switched, we have PSTN and ISDN. Okay. Yeah. Public. So these are all private here. For public, we have the internet. Okay. Technology is broadband, VPN. And we have DSL cable, wireless also. Okay. So here we have the WAN access technologies, as you can see here. We have ISDN, we have satellite, VSAT. We have lease line, you see, coming to the premises, wireless, or we have cable modem. Frame relay, we will have a good chapter on frame relay. In frame relay, it uses PVC. PVC يعني permanent virtual circuits. They carry both voice and data traffic. PVCs are uniquely identified by DLCI. And we will explain this to you. DLCI يعني, you see here, from router 3 to router 1, we name it DLCI identifier يعني 201. From 1 to 2, we call it DLCI 102 عشان to give you an indication what is this connection for. Okay. What about if I have from 3 to 1, then it will be 301. From 1 to 3, 103. Okay. PVC and DLCIs ensure bidirectional communication from one DTE device to another. Okay. R1, yeah, we have already explained this. All right. By the way, look here. We have, you see the router. This side is DCE, the other side is DTE. So this side is DCE, the other side is DTE. It has to be one DTE, one DCE. Okay. ATM is built on a cell-based architecture, and cell, rather on frame-based architecture. And the ATM cell is fixed size, 53 bytes. You have to know this number. Okay. Another new technology is Ethernet WAN, and this is it's cheaper, reduced expenses and administration. Please write your name. Okay. Thank you. Anybody else? Shabab Bijao. Reduced expenses, easy integration with existing network. لأنه بتعرف الإيثرنت is very popular. Service providers now offer Ethernet WAN service using fiber optic cabling. By the way, they have a different name for Ethernet WAN. They call it Metropolitan Ethernet, Metro E, or Ethernet over MPLS. And if in the exam, if they ask you to explain any of them, you know which one they mean. Okay. And also they call it VPLS. It is commonly used to replace the traditional frame relay and ATM one. So phasing out frame relay and ATM, they are using now these technologies. Okay. MPLS is multi-protocol label switching. Okay. It directs data from one router to the next based on short path labels. It's not according to the IP network address. We are giving labels here. So it's very fast. Does not have to read the IP address. According to the label. Okay, so here we have MPLS cloud here. Okay. And you see the different routers are connected to it. Ethernet over MPLS is tunneling mechanism that transport layer 2 Ethernet frames over an MPLS network. You can connect two layer 2 networks that are in different locations without requiring bridges or routers or switches at the location. Okay. Unfortunately, we are not going to do a lab on this. All right, so here we have the tunnel, MPLS network tunnel. Okay. We have the CE, yani customer edge, PE, yani provider edge. VC is the virtual channel. VPN is virtual private network. Okay. You see here, this is the customer. Where is the edge? Here. صح? Where is the edge for the industry, the provider? Here. Other customer, other provider. VSAT satellite, very small aperture terminal, VSAT. It's a solution that creates a private WAN using satellite communication. But what about the speed? It's more expensive. It's less speed, of course, than fiber, but it's important for remote areas. You see the distance, 36,786 kilometer times 2, or times maybe 1.5, and it depends on the distance. So the total distance you measure from here to here, مثلا, for example. And if I want to send something from here, we'll go here and then here, for example. Wireless, we have Wi-Fi or municipal البلدية يعني Wi-Fi. Many cities have begun setting up municipal wireless. Some of these networks provide high-speed internet access for free or for substantially less than price of other broadcast services. Okay. We have WiMAX. WiMAX, it is worldwide interoperability for microwave access. WiMAX operates in a similar way to Wi-Fi, but at higher speeds. WiMAX more expensive, over greater distances and for a greater number of users for industry. تروح أنت على منطقة صناعية industrial area أو على البورت container terminal. You cannot rely on just Wi-Fi. هذا الكرين اوبريتور اللي فوق 100 متر في الهواء فوق. ليش ما حد بيضحك شباب؟ وين جمعة؟ طيب بلاش 50 meters in the sky. لا just joking. لا, you need something reliable and more coverage and faster. Okay. What about satellite internet? Typically used by rural users where cable and DSL are not available. But the speeds are not high and it's more expensive. Network, or sorry, mobile, we have 3G, 4G. It's abbreviation for third generation and fourth generation. Of course, nowadays we have 5 generation. Okay. These technologies support wireless internet access. And we have LTE, long-term evolution, and newer and faster technology considered to be part of the fourth generation. Okay. VPN, we will have a dedicated lab on VPN, by the way, inshallah. I think it's lab number 10, around the end of the semester. VPN is an encrypted connection between private networks over a public network. And you can connect your LAN to another LAN, site to another site over the internet. Benefit, cost saving, security, scalability, compatibility with broadband technologies also. We have 2 types of VPN, site-to-site VPN and remote access VPN. Okay. This is site-to-site VPN here. And this is site-to-site VPN. Okay. And we will, in the lab, we will do site-to-site VPN. Not here. No, it's not shown here. So if you are to design your WAN, what are the things you think about? First of all, yeah, why you need it? Why you need it? What is the geographical scope? How long is the distance? What are the traffic requirements? What else? How much budget I have? Because you need to pay subscriptions. And some of these, if you go for MPLS, you don't go for MPLS usually for 1 month. You have to sign contract. If it is 5 years, you pay less than if it is 1 year. Or if it's 10 years, MPLS contract less than 1 year. Okay, and these are big amounts, by the way. Okay. Okay, should the WAN use a private or public infrastructure? For a private WAN, should it be dedicated or switched? For a public WAN, share what type of VPN access is required? What is the? Let's say you are an oil area, oil industrial area, and you are an oil company, and you need connection with your sites. Do you go for normal internet connection? You have to have more secure, correct? Because also this is involve a lot of secret informations. Countries, they don't disclose the oil production of each well and how much reserve. These are secret, confidential, top secret. Same thing about military also. Okay. Any questions? So this ends Cisco chapter 6.